Big Kev at Marvel seems like a top-tier lad, always hinting at the smallest details in the MCU films that may or may not come back to the fore in future movies. It's how he and his team craft stories, laying the trail of sweets way off into the future. However, while some of these crumbs have indeed led to feasts for fans, some are getting a little crusty and leaves us wondering what's going to happen next. So let's don our Sherlock sleuth hats and go searching for clues that might eventually lead to whole universe-shattering revelations. Who knows, we might have already seen the catalyst for the next snapping. With this in mind, I'm Jules for WhatCulture.com, and these are 10 huge Marvel movie mysteries that are still unsolved. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to stay notified. Ding, ding, done. Number 10. Why would Bucky recognize Black Widow? Obviously, Natasha Romanoff's mysterious past is a big part of her appeal as a character, and though we're going to get to see her story actually explored in her own solo movie, there are still some major questions that surround her. Most important among them, how the hell does she know Bucky Barnes? That fact is revealed in Captain America: Civil War when the pair come face to face in battle, and Black Widow desperately questions why he doesn't recognize her as he chokes her. This isn't just a matter of her recalling them fighting in the Winter Soldier, she's implying a shared history, and hopefully we'll see the mystery unraveled in Widow's own movie. Number 9. The other side of the Tesseract. In the opening scene of The Avengers, we're introduced once more to the Tesseract, which S.H.I.E.L.D. has been examining to the extent that Hawkeye is somehow an expert in it. It is he, and confusingly not Eric Selvig, who offers an explanation that the Tesseract is a doorway capable of intergalactic wormhole travel. He also talks about the Tesseract needing something else on the other side to make it work, mostly as a mean to explain how Loki uses the Tesseract to get to Earth without having it in his possession. But what exactly is it that works with the Tesseract to help Loki get to Earth? What is the other side of the door? Unfortunately, after it's mentioned to assist the plot, it's then just ignored entirely. Number 8. How did Steve Rogers break into the raft? The end of Captain America: Civil War gives the now nomadic Steve Rogers minus his shield and with a new rogue attitude one of his most badass moments in the MCU when he breaks into the government's secret raft prison to get his fellow Team Cap Avengers out. But how does he manage it? The raft isn't just a normal prison, it's an ultra-high security unit designed to house enhanced individuals who break the law, supervillains, in other words, like Jessica Jones's mother. It's designed to be an unbreakable lock thrown into the middle of the sea. To break in might not be that much of a stretch for the world's most gifted super soldier, but just getting there would be pretty much impossible without some kind of support. That doesn't mean it's impossible, of course, but it's the kind of story that really needs to be told because of all the necessary moving parts. Number 7. Why did Thanos give Loki the Mind Stone? Even though Infinity War referenced Loki's former working relationship with Thanos in Thanos' criticisms of the God of Mischief as a failure mostly, we didn't get an answer to the question that still fundamentally undermines Thanos' supposed brilliance as a villain. If he's so smart, then why did he trade the Mind Stone to Loki in exchange for his help getting the Space Stone? Wasn't giving away a stone even to an enemy who proclaimed humanity a pushover something that weakens his own position needlessly? The fact that he had handed it to Loki, who is notoriously untrustworthy, makes the question all the more pressing. Number 6. Where is Ronan? In Guardians of the Galaxy, when Ronan was defeated by the combined love and friendship and also a little bit of insta-rage from the Power Stone, it looked like he was dead, no question. But then Infinity War changed the rules of the game by confirming that Red Skull wasn't actually killed when he was disintegrated by the Tesseract at the end of the first Avenger. He was merely trapped by the stone and cursed to be the Soul Stone's keeper. So could Ronan still be alive too? And if so, where is he? Was he too trapped in the Power Stone? And if so, what is he doing now? Surely there can't be one rule for one and another for another. Number 5. How was the Bifrost fixed? At the climax of the first Thor movie, the God of Thunder confirms his worthiness and commitment to Asgard by destroying the Bifrost Bridge to stop Loki's nefarious plan from being a possibility. It's seen as a potentially universe-changing decision that absolutely was not taken lightly and will surely have long-lasting consequences. But then, when the time for Thor: The Dark World came to disappoint everyone, the bridge was somehow reinstalled and everything was fine again. There was no mention of how it was fixed or anything like that, it was just back to being okay. Surely something deemed so catastrophic in the first film bears a little explanation? Number 4. Where is Lady Sif? Sticking with Asgard, Thor managed to lose an entire person between the two sequels and nobody seems to have noticed. Even though the way the Warriors 3 were killed off, they at least got some screen time to wrap up their stories. Thor's other friend, Lady Sif, simply wasn't mentioned at all, meaning her last appearance on Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. led her to a dead end. Marvel have said that she was banished by Loki disguised as Odin before Ragnarok kicked off, but it's still strange that she didn't return to her home when Hela's rise became clear. Also, the Russos have confirmed that she didn't die off screen after the big click, so there's actually potential for her return. Number 3. Why didn't Tony Stark know about the Defenders? When you think about it, the fact that Tony Stark knows about Spider-Man's existence suggests that he's been tracking persons of interest in the MCU. Why then has he never looked into the existence of an invulnerable man with diamond-hard skin, a blind super ninja, a super strong SAS machine, and a guy with a glowing fist and no personality? Surely any one of them would have been much more use in the fight against Captain America than a teenager with no battle experience, right? Number 2. Seriously, why did Odin have a fake gauntlet? The existence of the fake gauntlet that turned up in Thor and then was retconned as a fake in Thor Ragnarok must have caused Marvel some serious headaches. But saying it was a fake just isn't enough to solve the question of why it exists in the first place. Thanks to the timeline established by Infinity War, we know that the real gauntlet was forged years after the fake was shown in Thor, and only because Thanos forced the Smith to do it. So why the hell was a fake one already in Asgard's vault? And how did Hela know that it was a fake if she had no real reference point to qualify it? And how did the real version come to look exactly the same as the fake? Did the fake actually inspire the real one? And why was it in Odin's vault if he believed it was real? And number 1, the Last Guardians Easter egg. When James Gunn is eventually done with the MCU, which won't be for at least a while since he's got another movie to make and a whole creative manifesto to explore more cosmic stories with first, his legacy will be remembered for these important things. He will be remembered for defying expectations, for making some of the funniest and most likable characters, for reinventing the way that music was used in the MCU, and for some of the most legitimate emotional depth in the franchise. He's also a master at hiding Easter eggs, and according to him, there's one massive reference that still hasn't been found in Guardians of the Galaxy. Which means that the greatest Marvel mystery isn't just waiting to be solved, but it's right there in front of us. And we still can't see it. God damn you, James, you wonderful man.
Hey guys, thanks for making it to the end of the video. Aren't you a star? Don't forget to subscribe below, and also the people who made this video, they're right here, so go and follow them and give them some love. If you want to see more content, there's probably some stuff flowing up above my head. Why not check it out? It could be fun. I'm not your dad.